Hi there. It's so late here, but this is the time that I have finally been able to make this video that I've been wanting to make since Monday. But because of the network issue because Facebook and all its related apps were down on Monday, I couldn't make this video, but so now I'm ended up making it this late, and it's fine if everybody is watching this as a replay. That's okay. So today, this is Silverlane. If you're meeting for the first time, this is your girl, your sister Silverlane. And thank you for joining. As you come in, you can help me share the video. This is a late one tonight. Like I said, it's because this is the time that I'm able to make this video. I've been wanting to do it since Monday, but because of the network that was down, I couldn't get to this. So I want to just get this video out there. It's going to be quick and just share my thoughts on this. Household finances, separate accounts or joint accounts. This is really for married people, for people who are aspiring to get married, trying to gather information as much as they can, preparing them to get married. So I'm just going to be sharing my thoughts on, which is better, which is, the better way to go, which is best, which is preferable. Having joint account for your household or separate accounts, separate bank accounts. So first of all, we all know the Bible says that a man shall leave his father's house, and shall cleave unto a woman, and the two shall become one flesh. Okay, the two shall become one. Hello, I see you joining. You can just say hello and let me know where you're watching from. That would be great. What city are you watching from? So yeah, just a quick chat here about what you think about. Would you, if you're married, do you prefer doing a joint bank account with your wife, with your spouse? If you're still aspiring to go, what do you think? Would you prefer a separate bank account or a joint bank account? And if you may want to share why you would choose which one you prefer, that would be great. And I'm just sharing my thoughts too and my experience. So I was saying that the scripture says that a man shall leave his father's house, and shall cleave unto a wife, and the two shall be one flesh. So right there I don't tend to see any reason why you'll be married and still have it, not be comfortable with having a joint, be having joint account. I feel like if you're married and you have a problem with having a joint account for your household, I feel like if that's the case, it just means there's a whole lot more. So there are other major issues in that marriage that are not necessarily the finance. And one could be is because there is lack of trust. And then I begin to ask myself, why would you even marry somebody you don't trust? Why do you want to marry somebody you cannot trust? You're going to face you're going to face so many other issues. A lot of different areas you have a hard time trusting them. Because that's the thing. So if you're already married, you're married or you're going to marry somebody you cannot trust, then that's a whole lot of problems right there. Because if you can trust this person, then why won't you trust the person with your finances? I'm not talking about the case where, some couples would say, they have a joint account for just household bills. Everybody has their separate account for, like I have my salary passes through my own separate account. My husband's salary passes through his own. Then we have a joint account for just taking care of the household expenses. That's not good enough. That's not good enough. The way I look at it, the way I see it, it's not good enough. Because right there I see a lack of transparency, because somebody does not want the other person to know what they are making. That's why they are keeping it in separate accounts. And if you don't have anything to hide, why are you having it in separate accounts? For my experience, for the last about 8 years, it's a lot easier to manage one account for your household. That you people have one account. It's a lot easier to manage it than having 2, 3 different. Say I have my own account, my husband has his own, then we have another one. It's a lot easier if everything comes in one place. Then you know exactly what is coming in, and you're able to to easily trace and track all what is going out. So I find it hard, or just really confusing, or hard to understand when people say, because before I entered into this marriage, or this person, I was already wealthy, and so I was already like this, I'm making, or maybe because you're making more than the other spouse, so you feel like, oh, you don't want to disclose everything. But right there's a problem. If you're not comfortable disclosing everything to the other spouse, there are some things in marriage. Marriage just has some standards, all right? It has the way some things are supposed to work for it to be a real marriage. You cannot say you're in a marriage and you're not comfortable being open and being transparent with your spouse. You can't do that and really enjoy your spouse. It's either that money is taking, it has priority over your spouse. That's why you're treating it that way. And right there's a problem. Right there's a problem. Money should be a byproduct of the marriage. Your marriage should have priority over your finance, over the money that whether who has. And here's the other thing. It doesn't matter if one person is bringing $1 million and the other person is bringing a dime. It's both of your money. It's not the wife's money versus the husband's money. No, it doesn't work like that in marriage. Remember, the two shall become one. So your money, everything, no matter whether it's coming from which direction, they come together and they become one. They are all one. So why, what is even the sense of trying to divide something that is supposed to be one? Why are you trying to separate it? Why are you trying to divide it? This message is for Christian couples, okay? I'm not talking about in the secular world. Things go anyhow, anywhere, right? Things can, they can be anyhow, because, I'm talking about Christian couples here. You give me reasons in the comment section why you really have to have a separate account from your husband's account. Then maybe you just feel like, okay, if you have to have a joint one, let us have our separate accounts. Then we have a joint, another joint one that is like the third one, which is just to manage the household bill. So such that I just decide how much, or when I earn my salary, I can just decide how much I want to remove from my account and chip into that joint account to pay bills. And my husband decide how much he's bringing. Some people say 50, some say 75, 50, or whatever is the percentage you're doing. Doesn't that sound just more complicated and complex than you having everything coming and you both, everyone is on the same page? It's all transparent. It comes into one place. You see that, okay, we have $10,000 in here. We have $5,000 for this month, or whatever it is. Okay, and so we can make a budget off of this amount. Don't get me wrong. I'm not talking about, what I'm talking about is completely different from you people having this one account that all of you have, both of you have access to. Then you can choose to say, okay, maybe you just want to have another, a different account that is just for your allowance. Say you people work out something that, I don't do that. We don't do that in my household. But some people, you may want to have, some people choose to say, okay, they have, their salary comes through, which is really my point. Then they can just have, okay, say the wife feels like, or both of them feels like they should have separate, just some account for their allowances. For say, okay, for just my little upkeep, I can have a separate account. That's different. I don't have a problem with that. But I'm talking about where the big bucks come. By that I mean like the account where your salaries, they come through, that gets deposited into. If it's just my account, everything comes to my account. I'm the only one who knows how much I'm bringing in, you know, from my salary, for my job or whatever. And my husband has his own. He's the only one who knows how much is coming in there. And I mean, he can decide to tell me or not, or can say lies. How do you know? Then you say you're in a marriage. I mean, right there, there's a lot of room. There's a lot of room for people start making mago, you know. Because if you never have access to that account, they never tell you the details, the login details, then whatever they tell you is what you know, right? If they tell you, oh, this now only $10 they pay me per hour, that's all you will know. And so right there, you start seeing, you know, there's a lot of room for people doing back business. And how does that even work for you people to be married? You're supposed to be one flesh, right? Then why is that room? Why are you creating that room for, like, even somebody who might not even have that, say, like a bad heart, but that actually it gives the person room, or it can be tempting for that person to actually start doing some things behind. They can easily just remove money there and give to whoever, to a side chick or whatever, and you have no freaking idea, right? Because you don't even know what's in there. You don't know what came in there. You don't know what went out. You only know what you were told or what they tell you. So I don't know, but for me, that's not a marriage. Like, if you're dealing your finances, and it's no surprise that finances is a major cause of, you know, of people having a whole lot of problems in their marriage and eventually divorce. Finances is always like one of the major issues causing, you know, this. But if you can just lay everything out there, everything is coming to this account, both of us have access to log in and see all what is in there, then you all know how much you have. Because you can even have problems when you're keeping, you know, you have it all separate. The other person can start, you know, be asking you for money, and you say there is nothing left in there, and they don't believe you because they don't really know. And so it can even start causing all those kind of quarrels. But if everything was, you know, laid open and everybody knows exactly where you are at, you know, where both of you are at with everything is open, everybody's on the same page, then you wouldn't even need to explain to the other person that we don't have money, because, I mean, you can see, right? Like, you tend to ask for maybe some wants that you want, versus when not to, because you know that you don't have a dime in your account. But if you make a situation where one person has to be, or have to be explaining to the other person that I don't have money, I don't have money in this account, why is that? Like, that's additional work. Because if both of you had access to it and you were on the same page with it, then you don't even need to waste time doing that explanation, because you're all, you know, on the same page. You all know what's going on. So what do you all think? That's all I just want to share about this, because like I said, the last about 8 years, 8-year anniversary is going to be coming up this December, in a matter of a couple of months, and we've been doing a joint account ever since. And seriously, finance has never been it has never even been a topic of an argument in my house. So I don't know. I just thank God. I thank God for His grace. But I think I'm sharing this because I believe the reason that is because we don't have to worry about stuff that we all know. You know, we all know where we are at with our finances. So it doesn't need to be a topic for power or anything. Everybody knows what's up. Thank you for joining. Just checking if you leave a comment there. I'm just keeping an eye. Yeah, that's a quick video. I just want to share my thoughts on this joint account, separate account issue, because I hear even in in some forums, some motivational speakers, you know, they tend to propagate this issue of separate accounts, and I'm trying to understand why. So if you really, I'd like to hear your thoughts. Yeah, if you really for the separate, you can just share in the comment section. I'd like to learn why why you think so. But yeah, I'm just sharing my experience and sharing my own thoughts, and let me hear what you think. Alrighty, thank you for watching. I keep this quick and nice and short and brief so that everybody can have data to watch and share their thoughts as well. So that's really it I wanted to share today. And again, if we are meeting for the first time, my name is Silverlyn. Yay, finally my camera is looking better now. My face is shining small. Yeah, I finally got my new device. So because the other one got broken or got bad because my phone got into water, and so I was using a really bad camera for the meantime, but now I'm back on with a really nice, much better looking one. So thank you. Let me go to sleep. It's late night here. Oh my god, it's 10 minutes to 12 midnight here. So thank you for watching. Until next time, I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.